Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. Friends, this is where the Valley's favorite real estate agent comes to tell you everything you need to know about buying or selling your home. Now, here are your hosts this morning, Kelly Warren and Jim Warren.
Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we talk about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley. I am in the studio this morning with Jim Handsome Pants Warren. That's right. We are keeping that name.
Handsome Pants. It's just Handsome Jim.
I was thinking like SpongeBob, like SquarePants, Handsome Pants. Oh, Handsome Jim Warren, not Jim Handsome Pants Warren.
Well, you know, I had a class this week, and the name of the company was Handsome Pants Warren as we were doing role plays and stuff like that. So I kept calling it Fancy Pants. So we had to change the name.
You had to change the name to Fancy Pants.
Yeah.
You could do a DBA.
There you go. DBA is Fancy Pants.
Handsome Pants Realty DBA. Fancy Pants Realty.
I can't believe you remember that from last week.
Anyway, see, look at that memory I've got.
Man, ridiculous.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in this morning. We are Real Estate Radio. If you've heard the show before, then you already know what we're doing here. And if you're a new listener, thanks for tuning in. Kelly Warren and Associates, our phone number is 330-717-2689. You can call or text. You could also email us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com if you have any real estate related questions. And I know that spring is in the air right now because we got a bunch of questions in this week.
Oh, yeah.
So the phones are ringing, contracts are pouring in at the office, buyers are out, questions are coming in. It's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, you can tell. It's so funny that at the office you can tell when it really starts to.
Yeah, it's better than Christmas. Like it just changes. You put on a pair of flip-flops and out come the buyers.
It hasn't been that warm yet.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I get some vitamin D from the sun coming down. I'm good to go.
You're so funny.
All right. So we did have two of the questions this week were related to the topic that we're going to go with this week. So I'm going to start with those. Our topic this week is investing in real estate. So we are going to talk about investing. I'm going to call this 101 because I believe that we'll turn this into a little series.
Well,
because there's so much to share.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about investing often.
Right.
I mean,
who doesn't want to build wealth through real estate?
Right.
And we'd love to help you get there.
Yeah, I mean, we've helped a bunch of investors. We've hired a couple investors. So it's pretty neat, the differences out there. And there is so much stuff. There are so many different avenues that you can go to invest in real estate. Right. So it's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. So what are the first questions, Jim?
All right. So our first question, a woman in Boardman asks, what are the landlord-tenant laws? Oh, okay. We're not attorneys.
We are not attorneys. Nor do I even know that I would know an entire book of laws. And that's probably a whole segment in itself. What I can tell you is that we are working with somebody to help us develop a real estate school locally. And that real estate landlord tenant laws is one of the segments that we're working on for it.
Nice.
So that will probably be its own future show, and we'll offer a class to real estate agents and to the public on that. So stay tuned is my answer. And I'm going to email you some details on that as well.
That's so funny. Yeah, the laws and landlord laws and tenant laws can get pretty crazy, and you obviously always follow the law. That's my recommendation to anybody.
Well, so the question is, what if you don't know the laws? So what if you're a landlord and your tenant forgets to make a payment or neglects to make a payment, and you're supposed to be paying the utility bills? So they didn't pay you this month. Can you just shut off the water?
No.
Right.
So, I guess.
But how do you know that that's a law if you don't know what the laws are?
Well, if you're in that market and you're doing that, the basic things you should know. Like you should know what the requirements are, how quickly and easily you can get into trouble if you do not know what you're doing.
Right.
So that's very important.
Most of the landlord-tenant laws are set up to protect the tenants, to make sure that they're not being taken advantage of by slumlord-type landlords.
Right. Or from anybody, you know. Right. They're actually, so during the 2008 in the mortgage crisis, that actually has now rolled into landlord-tenant avenues because they consider a lot of different things being taken advantage of people through
the predatory lending stuff?
Yeah, like
Okay.
predatory lending and things of that nature. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
I sure am.
I lost it. Oh,
Okay.
here it is. Oh, this is my favorite one. What is house hacking?
Oh.
So,
I just learned this term this week. Like I knew the concept. I didn't know it had
yeah,
a fancy
so
name.
I've actually known this for a couple of years now, and it's really cool. And the thought process behind it is brilliant. I mean,
You know how our kids come up with these words. I guess for generations, everybody has. There was
Right.
groovy, there was cool, there was rad, there was awesome.
Right.
This week, our kid told us he was going to go ham. We were like, what is that?
I like bacon. Can I have some?
But so house hacking,
Yeah.
I suppose it's been around for a while and it just got this term. You want to share with everybody what it is?
So with the evolution of the internet and how we can all communicate now, we need different, quicker terms to communicate. And that's where this term house hacking came up. And basically what it is you buy a property. So most likely a duplex or
Multifamily,
fourplex.
yeah.
Yeah, a multifamily. You could do it out of a single family.
You could.
Oh, yeah. Where basically you buy a property, you live in it, and you rent out the other sections of it. So you rent out the other 3 units or the side unit, and basically that pays your mortgage. So they call it house hacking, where you get to live there for free.
So you buy a $90,000 duplex in Austintown, and your mortgage payment on this is $800 a month, something
Right.
like that, taxes and insurance included. And you rent out the other half of the duplex for $500-600 a month.
Yep.
So, well, that wouldn't quite work, huh? You'd have to rent it out for the $800.
Well,
so your mortgage payment's $800. You rent it out for $800.
Any
This
way
is a
that
house
you do
hack
it. Right.
because now you're living free on your half.
Right.
It's genius.
So it doesn't have to be completely free. It could be a discounted rate, where you're not making the full amount of money, but
So it's like you're hacking the system because you're living for free.
right.
I love it.
It's pretty cool, and the different things that you can do in a lot of the different stories that I've heard other people who have done this and how they realize the value in that and making income that way, plus still going to work every day, actually helps with as things get more expensive and stuff like that. And then they wind up, they meet a spouse and they're like, hey, I don't need to keep living here. I can move in with you, put someone else in here, and double my money.
Right.
So it's pretty neat, the different avenues that you can go with it. So
Okay, so very cool. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about real estate investing right here in the Valley with Kelly Warren and Associates. We specialize in investing. We work with both buyers and sellers in the investing arena. We do some investing ourselves, so we're well versed in it, and so do many of our real estate agents. So we'd be happy to put you in touch with somebody who can help you out. Give us a call, 330-717-2689, whether you're thinking about becoming an investor and buying an investment property, or if you've got several investment properties that the market is high right now, it's a good time to sell.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you're thinking about unloading a couple of investment properties, it's spring in a high market, it's a good time to do that. Or if you're interested in a house hack and you want to buy a duplex or a multifamily or something like that, any which way, we'd love to help you with any of your real estate needs, 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com. So we're going to move into the topic of Investing 101 and talk a little bit about real estate investing today.
okay.
And this is something that we've done a little bit of and would like to do more of personally, and something that Jim really enjoys talking about. So I'm going to let you just babble.
So we're probably not big investors
No,
at
not
this
at all.
point in our careers.
Yeah.
There
So-
are
For this purposes of this segment, let's talk basic. Right now,
Okay.
I'm somebody who is not a real estate investor. I've got a little bit of money sitting around. I've always wanted to invest. Tell me what to do.
awesome. Call us first.
Yeah,
Go to
there's a good
kellysoldit.com. kellysoldit.com.
Ask for Jim Handsome Pants Warren.
If you start calling the office and ask for Handsome Pants,
Oh my God, we
it's
would
gonna
love
go
it.
downhill.
Please do that.
You're killing me. So let's say you don't have any investment properties, and you're like, hey, I own my home, I live here, I want to go invest in real estate. So the first step that we did is basically we started with single family homes. We said we need to do something to kind of grow our investment portfolio or help build wealth or prepare our family for the future. So we went out, and it's funny, actually, our story. We both knew we wanted to do this, and we both found a house at the same time.
Yeah, we were looking for a while and buying nothing, and then suddenly we were buying two in the same week. He
Yeah.
found one, and I found one, like a
Right.
block away from each other in the same week.
It was so funny. So we both made offers. We both got our offers accepted, and then we purchased the homes. Now there are a couple different options. You can do cash, where you just pay cash for a home, and then you collect the income every month as your income. We did not. We financed our properties.
So if I'm doing this and I'm looking to finance, how much do I need down?
25% in most cases, and it's
Because if this is not an owner-occupied property, you can't go with the 3 or 10% down programs. You need to go with the 25% down in order to get the financing on it.
correct. And we're all, for the last, decade, we've been told that interest rates are low, interest rates are cheap, money is cheap. This is the best way to do it. So that's what we decided to do, was finance ours, and we do have relatively good rates, in my opinion, for investment properties. We got the properties under contract. Once we owned the properties, we had some work done to both of them. We got them cleaned up. We made sure that everything was,
Safe, sound, and secure.
exactly like the government wants it to be, is everybody protected, and that's what we want. We want good homes for our tenants so that they're safe, sound, and secure and able to move forward in their lives and just enjoy their lives. And we did the same to the rental properties. So
Okay, so if somebody's listening and they're thinking about starting out in this, so they know that they're going to need about 25% down up to paying in cash, so anywhere in between there.
right.
What about where should they be looking to buy?
That really depends on you as an investor. Like, a couple different things. Obviously, your funds determine where you can invest at. 25% of a $100,000 home is a lot different money than 25% of a $50,000 home.
Sure.
Or a $200,000 home. So really depends on that stuff and what
My
you can do.
suggestion on where is, I would say, at least for your first one, buy local or buy in an area that you know. Somewhere that you can check on it, somewhere that you can work on it, somewhere that you're familiar with school districts and values and neighborhoods and things like that.
Yeah.
So I would say start local,
Oh yeah, of
whatever
course.
your version of local
Of
is.
course, yeah. So we obviously are from the Mahoning Valley. So our first one or two were in Boardman. We're from Youngstown. We both graduated from Cheney in '97.
Yeah.
So did you just represent? You're so funny. Dave's cracking up. That poor guy. He has to listen to us every week.
Oh, Wilson, see?
So, we bought in a neighborhood that we understood. We understood values. We understood the school district. We understood what was going on, so that we knew what we were getting. Rather, we felt like it was a good deal or a solid investment.
Right.
That we weren't really worried about.
It seems like for us and for the other investors that I talk to, the first one is the hardest one. You were worried,
Yep.
am I making the right decision? Is it a good purchase? Should I wait? Is the market going to get better or worse?
Yeah.
How are the tenants going to be? Like all kinds of worry or concern or nervousness over the first one.
The first one is the craziest
And
because,
everybody I talk to seems that way,
well, and the thing that freaked me out is we were doing two.
right?
So then I was like, what?
we were having twins.
Excuse me. And I'm the type of person where, excuse me, between the two of us, I'm the more cautious one.
Yes, Jim
And then
is
we bought
conservative in all actions of life. And I'm like, let's go.
I know. So then we bought two houses, and I just kept telling myself, like, we have to do it. We have to start moving in this direction. So honestly, at this point, I am so thankful and happy that we did that. And it's been a few years now. And we have acquired a handful of other properties around the valley again, in different areas of the Tri-County area.
So here's another question. If you're listening, you're the first time buyer, now we know where to buy, we know how much to spend, how much we need to put down. What's your recommendation on this is something that they're renting, not something that they're living in? Should they get a home inspection?
So I always think so. It's a couple $100, and if something major comes up that I can't see, I'm in houses every single day. We look at houses, we sell
But
houses.
you
We
don't crawl
put
up in the attic and see if there's mildew.
Right.
And how well do you really know foundations or heat exchangers or things like that?
Right. Well, and those are the things that, I'm obviously not a structural engineer. I don't have air test machines and stuff like that.
Right.
So I do always get, home inspections. Personally, I figure that few $100 might cost me a little bit more, but down the road, I think it would be worth catching if there's a major issue.
Okay.
And one of my properties, I did have a major issue.
Yep. We are going to continue talking about Real Estate Investing 101 when we get back from this break. If you have questions about real estate or investing, feel free to give us an email at askkelly@kellysoldit.com, or to get started with your real estate wealth building through investing, give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you need to sell your home without all the headaches most people experience, hey, Sean Hannity here to tell you that after years of buying, selling, investing millions of dollars in real estate, that all real estate agents do not operate the same way. Now, what makes the difference between a home selling fast and for top dollar and one that sits on the market for months and doesn't even sell at all? Well, you have a great American right in your backyard that I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Kelly Warren with Kelly Warren and Associates Real Estate Solutions. She services the entire Mahoning Valley, attracts hundreds of buyers every week, and sells an average 3 homes every week. Kelly spends thousands of dollars every month and creates demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. Don't play games with your home. Call Kelly at 330-717-2689. That's 330-717-2689, or online at kellysoldit.com. That's kellysoldit.com.
Welcome back to Real Estate Radio. This morning we are talking about Investing 101. And before we hop back into the subject here, we are going to talk about our home picks of the week. So, what?
That's such a teaser. We said we had a problem in our last one.
Cliffhanger.
It's like we're getting crazy at this.
All right. So, real quick, our home picks of the week. We have a couple of good ones this week because the market's been so great. I have 2 over here, so I'll go first. I've got 5318 Argonne. That is in Austintown, kind of by the Giant Eagle on Mahoning, that area.
Oh, nice.
Off of Norquist. Okay. And I don't know the other street there, Kimberly, I think. Yeah. Anyway.
Is it behind the Giant Eagle?
Off to the side.
That street that runs next to the Giant
side
Eagle.
Street, low traffic. A very great area and easy access to both Route 11 and the Turnpike,
And the casino.
Right.
I'm not good at the casino, but it's real close.
It is. So this is brand new on the market. We're 4 days old here. It's $132,500. Couple of nice things about this. It is a 4-bedroom, 2 full and 2 half bath with a finished basement. The finished basement is walkout level to the backyard. It does have an enclosed back sunroom. It has a formal dining room and a living room. It's got the basement area. And it also has an attached garage and one of those big extra garage buildings in the back. And I know how much people love those. So $132 for all that in Austintown. It will not be on the market long.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you are interested in seeing that one, you can give us a call or text at 330-717-2689. I got to say, last week we talked about land on the air, and Sunday afternoon, my phone buzzed all weekend about all of those lots. We sold 2 of them on Sunday.
That's crazy.
Right? So I know you guys want to buy this one. Call us.
Well, like you said, it's that time of year. Everything's starting to pick up now.
Yeah, I loved it.
Perfect. Am I going next?
You are.
Awesome. So my property is 319 Oak Knoll Avenue, and that's in Newton Falls.
It is.
Again, Newton Falls is awesome. This one's real close to like the IGA and all that fun stuff in the middle of town, in downtown Newton Falls, because it's roaring.
Downtown.
I know. This home is only listed at $75,000. That is such a good deal.
Well, we're talking about investing this morning. That's
I'm actually
nice area, nice house, good price. So, if you own 25% of $75,000 and you want to buy that as an investment property, otherwise it's good for a family, good for a first-time buyer. It's really good condition, great area. Tell us more about it.
So it's a 4-bedroom, 2 baths, which again is nice. Even if you have a large family, even if you don't, it's a nice big home to fill the space. when our kids move out, we'll need space from each other because we won't have nothing left to talk about.
Okay, you can take the hot top half of the house.
I mean, I am handsome Jim.
Right. I've probably talked to you enough by then.
Right. I feel like you're already fed up with me at this point.
I love you.
But it's 1,200 square feet, so it's a nice big home. Like I said, in a nice area. Even if you were doing it as an investment property, a 4-bedroom, that's
I'm
nice
actually
too.
second guessing your 1,200 square feet, though. I know that you're reading that, so that's what we've got on there.
Yeah.
But I'm making a mental note to go revisit that because it has a finished 3rd floor, which is where the 4th bedroom is, and I bet that's not included in the square footage that you have.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Having been in it, I'd say 1,600 square.
Okay.
So it also has a privacy fenced-in backyard, and it has a 2-car garage, which not every house in that area does. So
Awesome.
all that for $75,000 in Newton Falls.
Brand new on the market too. Call it
It is just listed this week.
kellysoldit.com.
Okay. One more that I want to tell you about before we move on, 2150 Pleasant Valley Road. This is Niles Mailing, Liberty Schools. This is a sprawling brick ranch, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1st floor laundry, big updated kitchen with granite, Florida room with windows all around it, deck, nice sized yard. It overlooks a pond. There's woods towards the back.
Nice.
Overlooks a pond means you don't own or have to care for the pond, but you see the pond. So,
Nice.
you can't beat that.
Nice.
2-car attached garage, big full basement. It's got it all. It's a very nice house, very well cared for, 189.9 in the Liberty area.
Nice.
Okay.
That's probably where we'll retire to.
Okay.
Get us on one floor, just where you can put me on one side of the house. You'll stay on the other side. Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm getting glimpses of your future today. I'll move you into your rental. I'll move me into my rental. We'll be a block away from each other.
My ultimate dream is to retire on a boat.
I know that's your dream, and it's not my dream, so we're going to have to get on the same page at some point.
Time.
Okay, so you left us with a cliffhanger. So you
Yes.
had a home inspection at your rental property, and
So
there was something wrong, ...
So this was actually like the, 4th or 5th house that we had purchased.
Okay.
And we had a home inspection done. And during the home inspection, they found that there was something wrong with the drainage plumbing. So obviously like where your
Then what? Did it kill the deal? Did you just run away from it? Or
No.
did you have a great realtor that helped you fix it and renegotiate?
well, I was my own realtor. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Pretty
did
great,
really
handsome
good.
realtor.
Right. I
I
mean,
can't.
you can't get much better of a handsome realtor than Jim Warren.
Okay.
So handsome pants, Jim.
Okay.
So I
You're gonna have to
actually
find a new nickname.
we had the home inspection done.
Yeah.
And, obviously it was a concern of mine. So we had a small renegotiation, and the seller said, no problem, we'll take care of it. So I didn't really get a discount on the value of the home or
You
anything
got
like
the
that.
issue fixed.
But
You can't
I
ask
did,
for much more than that.
yeah, I thought I had a good price on the home in the first place. And then I got the issue fixed, which also helped.
Okay, so here's my next question.
Sure.
What if the house needs a whole bunch of work? What if you're buying a house that really needs a rehab?
Well, so that will lead you down another avenue, and that's in the ways of flipping property. And you can have a lot of opportunity if the house needs a lot of work. That's something that can actually benefit you down the road.
So there's different reasons that somebody would invest in real estate and different things that you're working on. You've got the buy and hold where you're going to rent it out. You've got the fix and flip where you're going to fix it up and flip it. And then you have different reasons why you might invest in real estate, things like as a tax shelter or a wealth builder, or different reasons that you'd put money in different
You
places.
can do passive investing. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah. So for our basic reason here, so we are not handy people. So we try and buy things that are well cared for, that don't need much work, because we know if they do need work, we're not personally doing that. We're paying out for it, which diminishes profits.
Right.
If you are a handy person and you've got time on your hands and you want to invest in real estate, and then take on a project yourself and then either rent it out and have, a nice home that you can get a higher rent on, or fix it and flip it and sell it and make a profit on it.
Yep.
My suggestion is just don't bite off more than you can chew for your first one,
Right.
Take it slow, make sure you're not getting into too much. But if these are things that you can handle, why not?
Well,
you're going to make more money on it.
So if you get into that avenue, you think you know what the cost of items are. the cost of items for us who have to pay to have work done is more expensive than if you know how to do the work. So if it's your first one and you've never done it before, do it. Learn what the values are, learn how much it costs to install a floor for you personally. How much does it cost to install cabinets for you personally? And it's going to be different for you who knows how to install that stuff than me who does not know how to install that stuff. So,
Yep.
yeah. So
Okay.
it's lots of good opportunity if you can do it.
It really is. And on a future segment on investing, we're going to be in the studio with David Thomas, who's one of our agents and who's also over the years been one of our investors. And I love David's theory on this, that he now looks to buy, rather than buying a $60,000 house that things are done and you can move somebody right into, he likes to buy the $30,000 house and then go in and update the kitchens and baths and update the electric and switch out the furnace or the roof or whatever. At the end of the day, he feels like he still has that same 60 into it, but yours was bought the way that it was bought, with things done whenever they were done and they're in okay condition, and his was completely updated for that same money in. So he knows what's been done to it and when and how and what condition it's in.
Well,
so I think that's a great way to look at things too.
The other good aspect of that is, his house completely newly remodeled and updated next to my house.
You're going to pull higher rent.
Right. So he can pull higher profits.
True.
So yeah, it works out pretty good.
So in the future, we're going to talk more about passive income through real estate, which is the goal of all of this. Rather than just being a hobby, you want that passive income. So if you are thinking about becoming a real estate investor and you want to buy some properties, give us a call, 330-717-2689. Or if you currently are a real estate investor, the market's high, you want to turn over some of those properties, you can reinvest through the 1031 tax-free exchange. We'd love to help you out with that.
That's a whole topic of a
Right?
show. Man.
So give us a call or a text, or hop on our website at kellysoldit.com. We're going to take a few more questions from the listeners for the last few minutes.
Okay. Rich in Canfield asked, my air conditioner is broken. Can I just sell the house as is and buyers can fix or replace it?
Yes and no. Whichever way you want to do it is fine. You can sell a house with a broken air conditioner, and that can be up to the buyers. You can put it on the property disclosure. It doesn't work. You can say it's as is.
If you know it's broken, as long as you tell them,
Right.
You're perfectly fine.
You can get it fixed and do a service call now. You can offer a credit. Hey, I'll give you $500 when we close. Take it out of your proceeds if you don't have the cash now. Right. So any which way you want to do it. What else you got for us?
Okay, this one here comes from Ashley in Lordstown. Who is the best home inspector to call? What does it cost? And should I talk with them now or wait until I find a house?
I would say wait until you find a house. There's no reason to call them until you have a property. Their schedules are flexible enough that you're not on a long waiting list or anything.
That's one thing I've noticed, like home inspectors, they're very good at, okay, you're calling.
They know our contracts say you got to have it done within 10 days or whatever. So they work with those schedules. On the low end, you're probably about $300. And on the high end, you can be up around $1,000 if you add on mold and termite and
square footage of homes.
Radon. Right. So the price varies depending on the inspector and depending on what add-ons you go with, other than the general home inspection. Right. Call when you get an accepted contract. Call us first so we can show you houses and get you the accepted contract. And then we have a list of some of our preferred providers and people that we've worked with in the past that have done a good job. So we'll get that to you.
Nice. One more. This one's a good one. Laura in Hubbard wants to know, what is a CMA? I keep getting offers for free ones.
Ooh, I'll give you a free CMA. CMA is a competitive market analysis or comparative market analysis. It is where an agent would tell you the value of your home based on the sales of other homes around you. So if you went online and typed in that you're thinking about selling your house or clicked on some ad,
clicked on one of those Facebook
you're probably
ads
getting spammed from all the realtors saying, here's a free one. So in order to do that, don't trust the ones that say, here's the value of your house and just shoot you back a number. If the computer's never been in your home or if the agent's never been in your home, they really can't tell you what it's worth. So you want to give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689, and we'd love to schedule an appointment with myself or one of our listing agents and come take a look at the house, let you know what it's worth, and you'll have an accurate value. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. We appreciate all of our listeners. If you have real estate related questions, please send us an email at askkelly@kellysoldit.com or give us a call or a text if you're thinking about investing in real estate or buying or selling. 330-717-2689. Thank you and have a great week.
If you're thinking about selling your home, call the only agent to trust, Kelly Warren. Kelly guarantees to sell your home or she'll buy it. Call 330-717-2689 or go to kellysoldit.com. Join Kelly for Real Estate Radio every Sunday at 8 on 570 WKBN.